Capitulum XXVII. Res rusticae. Lectio Prima. Versus primus usque adversum undecquinquagesimum. Quid agit pater familias post meridiem? What does the head of the household do after noon? Primum quiescit, tum ambulat, denique lavator. First he rests, then he walks, finally he washes. Iulius igitur, postquam Paulum quievit, ambulatum exit. So Julius, after he has rested for a bit, goes out to walk. Iam desiit imber, aves rursus in horto canunt. Now the rain has already stopped. The birds are again singing in the garden. Dominus huc illuc in horto suo amueno ambulat, deinde exit in agros qui hortum cingunt. The master walks hither and thither in his beautiful garden. Then he goes out into the cultivated fields which surround the garden. In agris frumentum crescit, vere et estate. In the fields, grain grows in springtime and in summertime. Mense Augusto frumentum metitur et ex agris vehitur. In the month of August, the grain is harvested and is carried out of the fields. Deinde agri arantur et novum frumentum seritur. Then the fields are ploughed and new grain is sown. Qui agros arant, ac frumentum serunt et metunt, agricolae appellantur. They who plough fields and sow and harvest grain are called farmers. Agricola est vir cuius negotium est agroscolere. A farmer is a man whose business is to cultivate fields. Agricola arans post aratrum ambulat. The farmer who ploughs walks behind a plough. Aratrum est instrumentum quo agri arantur. A plough is a tool by which the fields are ploughed. Arator duos validos boves, qui aratrum trahunt, prae se aget. The ploughman drives before himself two strong oxen who drag or pull the plough. Quomodo frumentum seritur. How is grain sown? Agricola semen manu sparget. The farmer scatters seed with his hand. Ex parvis seminibus, quae in agros sparsa sunt, frumentum crescit. Out of small seeds which have been sown into the fields, grain grows. Mense Augusto frumentum maturum est. In the month of August, the grain is ripe. Quomodo metitur frumentum. How is the grain harvested? Falce metitur. Is harvested with a scythe. Falx est instrumentum quo agricola metit. A scythe is a tool by which a farmer harvests. Quo instrumento sedet agricola? With which tool does the farmer sow? Qui sedet nullo instrumento utitur praeter manum. He who sows uses no instrument, no tool besides his hand. Qui arat, aratro utitur. He who plows uses a plow. Qui mettet falce utitur. He who harvests uses a scythe. Qui sedet manu sua utitur. He who sows uses his own hand. Deus agricolarum est Saturnus, qui olim rex celi fuit, sed a filio suo Jove et celo pulsus in Italiam venet, ubi eam regionem, que Latium appellatur, optime rexit, Latinosque, homines, ut tunc erant rudes ac barbaros, agros colere docuit. The god of farmers is Saturn, who once upon a time was the king of heaven, but having been pushed by his son Jupiter out of heaven, he came into Italy, where he ruled extremely well that region which is called Latium, and where he taught the Latins to cultivate the fields. The Latins, men who were at that time uncultured and uncivilized. In Foro Romano is Templum Saturni. In the Roman Forum is a temple of Saturn. Ager, qui multum frumenti aliasve fruges fere potest, fertilis esse dicitur. A field which can bear a lot of grain or other fruits of the field, alias fruges, is called fertile. Italia est terra fertilis, sed multa loca Italiae non arantur, negulas fruges ferunt praeter herbam. Italy is a fertile land, but many places of Italy are not plowed, and they do not bear any produce or crops besides grass. Iis locis, oves, porci, boves pascuntur, nam herba est pecoris pabulum, et facilius est pecus pascere, quam agros colere. In those places, sheep, pigs, cattle, large cattle, are grazed, are fed. For grass is the fodder of cattle, of herd animals. And it is easier to feed cattle or herd animals than to cultivate the fields. Praeterea, lana ovium utuntur homines, name lana vestes efficiuntur. What is more, human beings use the wool of sheep, for clothes are made out of wool. Itaque pecus maioris preti est quam frumentum, et qui pecus pascet plus pecuniae facet, quam qui agros collet. So cattle is more valuable than grain, and he who pastures cattle makes more money than he who farms. Frumentum minoris preti est, quia magna copia frumenti ex Africa in Italiam invehitur. Grain is less valuable, because a large supply of grain is imported from Africa into Italy. Solum Africae fertile est, nisi aqua caret, sed multis locis Africae parum aquae est. The soil of Africa is fertile, unless it lacks water, but in many places of Africa there is too little water. Ergo necesse est agros aqua fluminum rigare. So it is necessary to irrigate, to water the fields with the water of rivers. Agricolae, qui agros prope nilum flumen colunt, bis terve in anno mettere possunt. Farmers who cultivate the fields near the Nile River are able to harvest 2 or 3 times in a year. Aegyptus enim terra fertilissima est, quia solum eius aqua nili rigator. For Egypt is an extremely fertile land, because its soil is watered by the water of the Nile. Agri Iulii, qui sub monte Albano siti sunt, non solum frumentum, sed etiam vites ferunt. Julius's fields, which are located beneath Mount Albanus, bear not only grain, but also vines. Ii agri, in quibus vites crescunt, vinee dicuntur. Those fields in which vines grow are called vineyards. Fruges vinearum sunt uvae, quae mense septembri mature sunt. The produce of vineyards are grapes, which are ripe in the month of September. Ex uvis maturis vinum efficitur. Out of ripe grapes wine is made.